So
Okay.
this here is is this one?
Yeah. Bingo off.
Now, obviously, you still have to. That still has to be cleaned, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a wipe down. I mean, once you take this off, it's an alcohol wipe down, gently, because it's electronic, so you can't.
Yeah, I know. The only thing is we have CK, you know, the issues of the CKJD, the cow disease thing.
Yeah.
We have to make sure all our equipment that goes in the mouth is very sterile.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if an alcohol wipe in the mouth.
Right. I don't know. I mean, what are you using now? I mean, do you?
We use a disposable blade, and then we clean the top part. You know, we only use the video when we need to for a different intubation.
Right.
We're not using it as a routine.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So when we have disposable blades, obviously.
Right.
And then the top part, it's metal. So
okay, right. So you can autoclave it or you can clean it.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but that may be more difficult to clean. You probably couldn't put that through a sterilizer.
No, you could not. And to that point, the more difficult it is from that sterility point, the sleeve will come up.
And then it's more expensive.
Of course, right.
I mean, it is.
Given the limitations.
No, it's fine. It looks very good.
But what these both do that is brand new, and none of the one other does.
Yeah.
But it's the Storch product, which is wonderful product.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah, sure.
Very expensive. Okay. So you can see there's a difference in the screens, okay?
Yeah.
This is clearly a better picture, better screen.
It's more magnified, isn't it?
It's more magnified, and its clarity is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a fabulous picture.
Sure.
You know, both do the job. Up close, where you need it, this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What this does that the others don't do is, and this too, if you want to take a picture, you've just taken a picture. If you want to take a video, look in the right lower corner. You're now taking a video.
Incredible. And can you download that?
USB connection.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Okay, same game over here. You want to take a picture?
It's amazing the technology now.
Excellent. Taking a picture. You want to take a video?
This is the picture here, is it?
Or here.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's your video. Again, this has
a memory stick in here, is it?
This has got a system, like a digital system, so you can work
like
on it.
Camera,
you get paid, right, and you can play around with it, and so you come back out, and you're back here, and now you're finished with your intubation, and you want to download it. Let me just
Sure.
Not only do you have a connection, you have a SIM card.
Yeah.
And an AV out for teaching. AV out for teaching. My God. You know, that is, for me, that's my patent. U.S. patent.
Yeah.
1998, I got the patent for video laryngoscopes for the United States.
My gosh.
I've been working on it since that time. I'm also a doctor.
You're one of the originators then?
Of the video laryngoscope?
Yeah.
I am the originator.
Are you sort of tied up? You've always done difficult airway, have you? Or?
No. Well, I was yes, in a sense, because I was an emergency room doctor.
Yeah.
So they were all difficult.
Yeah.
They were all difficult. So.
What made you get onto the idea of this? What prompted you? Was it a problem you had with the patient?
It was.
Airway often that is the case.
I can tell you exactly when I got the idea, exactly where I got the idea.
Yeah.
It was after working a night shift.
Yeah.
A gal had come in, an older lady who had been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
And the rule in the hospital was no one goes to the morgue without a tube.
Yeah.
Administrative rule.
Even if they didn't have one in?
No, even if they were dead for 10 hours. If they go into the morgue, you got to put a tube in.
Why is that?
Well, medical legal reasons, blah, blah, blah. Stupid rule.
But it's actually not being honest, is it? If you're putting one down
terribly,
to protect the...
terribly dishonest.
No, that is totally unethical.
Exactly. But that happened to be the rule. Okay, but the point was, so I approached the lady
Yeah.
And I said, no, why? She's dead. I'm not doing that. And the chief of medicine happened to be there seeing one of his patients during the night. He said,
in the morgue as well?
No. This is the ER. This is the ER.
This is where you had your ward round in the morgue, did you?
No, in the ER. So he said, you got to do it. I said, okay. And I went up to the lady's mouth like this. I touched her lip, and I said, I can't do it. Too hard. And I gave it to him to do. And I walked out of the emergency room. And he could have fired me, but he didn't, because he was a good guy, and he knew this was a bogus rule. But the point was...
you could take that. That could be in the...
No, that's the story. That's not the interesting part of the story. Yeah. The interesting part is I went to this restaurant where my normal breakfast came, and as I was sitting there, the idea hit, because I could, you got to always see the target, right?
Yeah. So line of vision.
Line of vision. However, line of vision is usually here from your eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now let's put a camera out here so you're 2 inches from the target and you're past the tongue.
Yeah, and the epiglottis often.
Right. I mean, so all of a sudden it's a different procedure.
Yeah, it's amazing. So this was, and when did you think of this idea?
1996, I thought of it.
Incredible. You're ahead of your time, mate.
I was a bit.
But I'm shocked that you had to go. You have to put a tube.
No, forget that story.
No.
Forget that story.
No, I will. I won't repeat it. But but that would be unethical in our country.
It's unethical everywhere.
Yeah.
But hospital administrators are unethical. Yeah. But they're covering their bottom line. I mean,
they're worried that they'll say, "Why didn't you intubate the patient?"
Absolutely. And legally, they're probably
in a court of law that would come up. No.
Yeah. Okay.
It would come up. When did you put the tube down? You couldn't lie. You'd have to say, "I put it in the
Absolutely
wall."
right.
So I mean, it's really it's basically unproductive procedure.
Correct.
But it's interesting.
But it got me to think.
Sure. Now tell me, how much are they? That's the key.
Okay, I can't tell you because these are not my products. Okay, I ran into these products on Alibaba.com. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
Okay, and when I saw these two products, I said that's what I put in my patent as the best mode.
So you looked at it and you decided.
I've been looking for
seeing what the best way. You've seen all the other ones too.
Yeah.
The Storz, the McGrath.
Right, and Storz is wonderful always, but very expensive, and doesn't have the portability that this does. McGrath, I don't think it's a very good instrument.
Ambu do one?
I'm sorry?
Ambu does the...
Ambu has one, yeah, they do. It's Pentax, actually.
Yeah, sure.
And but they're really not in the market. I mean, they have never really been in the market. I mean, nothing aggressive. Verathon is a leader, McGrath is second. I think these are far superior to the McGrath, and I think that intubating with the Mac 3 that's video empowered is superior to the Verathon, to the GlideScope.
I like the shape of it too.
Yeah. So this is
very thin. It's not too thick. It's not, sometimes. Like the air track takes up most of the mouth.
Interesting. Yeah, that's right.
So just saying, I would use a nasal air track if I was going to use an air track because the gutter sometimes forces you to go in a direction that you don't want to put the tube in.
Right. Exactly right.
That's really interesting. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.